Yeah.
Welcome, welcome.
Which image best fits the word juice?
Welcome to the live. Make sure to share the live. Don't know the thing, bro. Can I big up yourself? Like I get the notification, man. YouTube, I send out a notification. Good night. Big up yourself. Alright, so like already I make a kickstart the live. What I'm looking for, so I'm gonna share with the live real quick. Share with I just share it in my WhatsApp status. I'm a respect fam. Appreciate that. Uh, yo, when you think you think like yes, I got a notification. Oh, YouTube I share out, That means everybody I will get it. Alright. Alright, so that's what I say now. So remember last night I made the live with the Tivoli teacher. You see, so it seems like there's a next one. She got attacked because she actually break up gambling. And gambling for big people. Gambling are for kids, isn't it? So she actually break up the gambling and she got attacked. So that are the headlines. Maybe I do one next topic. Maybe I write it on the stream afterwards. But anyways, so the first one we are gonna talk about. So Tivoli teacher attacked for trying to break up classroom gambling sessions, says police. So the 56-year-old female educator who was assaulted at Tivoli High School in Kingston on Monday was attacked because she incurred the wrath of a student who was gambling in the classroom. Police have reported. Commanding officer for the Kingston Western Police Division, Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, responding to reports that the student had entered the classroom selling an illegal substance. He told the Jamaica Observer that their investigation has shown otherwise. Nobody told us about any illegal substance. We did not confirm this. Nobody told us about any illegal substance. We didn't confirm that they were using the classroom for gambling purposes, and the teacher wanted to start her class and ask them to leave. That's when the whole thing started. The lawman told the Observer on Tuesday, uh, them come to school to learn not gambling in the classroom. I can't understand this picnic. Alright, me not like this still. At the same time, we usually go to school, we usually gamble marble, and we usually lose the whole of my money. Whenever they win, they always a lose. But whenever they gamble in a classroom, so because when a class time, so you see me? Yeah. So he said the student uh, who was caught on camera in a vicious tussle with the senior educator who suffered bruises and swelling to her face and upper body, had been arrested and tried but was subsequently released and bailed into the custody of his parents. The 16-year-old is set to appear before the juvenile court on June 21 to answer to a charge of assault occasioning bodily harm. Both them should have waited until lunch break. Yeah, them could have waited till lunch break, but then again, I don't know, say gambling prohibited in schools. That are for big people. Gambling are not for kids. But once you go to school, that's another year's thing. But anyways, so fifths, the police had been trying to meet with the leadership of the school in the weeks prior to Monday's incident. So, hello everyone. Melanin Cinnamon, big up yourself, respect the father, live make sure share the life on WhatsApp status to your friend them, to your family member, big up yourself. But them should have wait. Oh yes, yeah, that already. So the police I say him did a try get in contact with the school. So maybe them would have like what I call it, a little talk with the kids them and maybe them would have run through maybe search or whatsoever. So him did a try to reach out to the school prior to Monday incident as well say. Fifths. In the meantime, said the police had been trying to meet with the leadership of the school in the weeks prior to Monday's incident, given several concerns specific to the school, but without success. So basically, when I say I try reach out to the school, and maybe the principal never give him the go ahead to forward him from the school to have some sessions with the kids. Maybe they want he did want have a talk with the kids them, and maybe as I say, them would have want maybe search the classroom and search the kids and say if them have illegal weapon or substance and thing like that. As I know when I the report with the incident of one yesterday, them did a try say weed in a classroom. Yeah. So they said that we have been trying to have meetings with the principal and we have not been able to have that meeting yet. We look at Thursday of last week. He had a difficulty and could not be at the meeting. We were trying to reschedule for this week, but he fainted yesterday and called to say he is in the hospital. SS, SSP Phipps explained. He said the police intends to have that meeting as soon as the principal is well enough. So, what about the acting principal? Maybe the acting principal could have take charge and make Mr. Phipps come out of the school if you have a session with the kids them. And maybe if them did have the meeting, maybe that incident would haven't happened. Maybe that won't happen. But the principal fainted, but then again I have the acting principal. So them should I have the arrangement to get the commissioner come to the school and maybe what happen with the teacher and the student will happen. But anyways, in the meantime, while not willing to reveal the specific concern the police had with the school until after the meeting with the leadership, he said, "We are aware that there are some things that happening in our schools that we would prefer not to have happen, and that includes gambling." So gambling is one of them. And in time usually go to school, I think sometimes police come to the school. I think one time them did have a meeting, if I'm not lie. But I'm sure about the fire department they come to the school one time. And then we'd have some drills. And we'd have some drills with the students then, including me. So on Tuesday, the Ministry of Education, in responding to the situation, said it had been unaware of the specific challenges observed by the police. But wait. Can you there? But wait. So the Ministry of Education said them aware of the challenges, the specific challenges observed by the police. Hmm. So that means say the principal now report to the Ministry of Education to let them know we are going to school or some miscommunication are going between them and the school or somebody try to put themselves in the driver's seat and under the fire. So the Education Ministry has not received any data to indicate either a spike, which is in discipline either at the specific school or the area in general, a ministry official said. However, the official acknowledged that the teachers have indicated that coming out of the pandemic, students being absent from the structured environment have had some difficulty resettling into the structured space. Them school, they are problem school, I wouldn't teach here if I was a teacher. Well, them say somebody have to take the job. But them challenges here where the teacher them are face, the challenges make the teacher them go to greener pasture, meaning them leave the country and either them go Cayman, US or Canada or maybe England or somewhere to teach to get better pay and things like that. Tanaika, you read my mind, You read my mind. You know maybe the principal and the police will come today. That's why I'm give police run around because you must watch him head. And maybe if you make police come today and search and find nobody with nothing and maybe him fear for your life. The principal fear for your life, man. I think I want man like principal there. In fear for your life. But that's why I know want the police them come today. I run around him and give police them. So until the police them say fainted the other day. In the report I just read. Say him fainted and him not feel well. So that's why the meeting never go with the police. But if you fainted and you don't feel well, you see me? You don't have to make you can make the police come, you don't have to do that. You can make the acting principal because when the principal missing, there are gonna be one acting principal where I go do it. Where I go take over until him come back. So him should have advise or call the acting principal and tell the acting principal say we arrange a meeting with the police and they can come into the school and have their meeting or whatsoever them might do. So it's a run around the market then. And of them inner city school must be run by the army or it must be run by the army. Run. Okay. Say that would have even better because teachers and can't deal with them in the inner city school because them bad and they made cheap. My auntie a teacher and him teach my auntie live at Portmore. And say a whole heap of, you know, in a city, they run Portmore and she a teacher. Me no remember what subject she teach, but she a teacher. From ever since me know her she a teacher and my other auntie I did a teacher too, but she passed away. And my uncle, him did a one principal at Brownstone High School, I think, yeah. Couple years back now. So couple of my relatives them teacher. You listen while making two dumplings. Big up man. The government should send some of the soldiers to teach college to teachers college, make them run schools like Tivoli High. So that I one good point though. So certain schools like were really like the let's say volatile era should run by like army for real. That's what me I tell I say some of the people them them now come out of no good home. And the one them where come out a good home, I go mix with the one them where come from out of some bad homes and mingle with them and get caught up. If you not stay strong with the kids, them you gonna get caught up with the bad kids them. So you need some discipline in a school them for real. Like in a inner city school them. And there are some other school outside Kingston and them place there. Them need to run some of them by army too because be bad happenings are going the same way. In every school we check, we could think of bad going in about some of them way out of the box. So I'm gonna finish with the report. So the ministry went on to reinforce that in recognizing the potential for these challenges, it has been working with the Ministry of Justice's restorative justice program to help students develop skills in learning how to diffuse conflicts in a non-violent manner. This is a program in 104 schools, the ministry said. In 104 schools, it should be in every school. So when I start at one school, if you put it at every school, roll out in every school at the same time. You can in 104 if you in all of them. In further said there was a meeting between teachers at Tivoli Garden High School and representatives of the school safety and security unit of the unit of the ministry and the guidance council since the incident. I read over that. In further in further said there was a meeting between teachers at Tivoli Garden High School and representatives of the school safety and security unit of the ministry and the guidance council since the incident. They discuss challenges and ways how they can identify strategies to diffuse potential problems and work on improving students' behavior, the observer was told. In the video, which sparked furious debate on social media platforms, the students is seen pushing the teacher in front of a chalkboard. The teacher takes up a desk, which is taken from her and thrown aside by the enraged teen. Amy is laughing and cheering from other students in the classroom. The teacher and the student tussle further before several other male students intervened and attempted to keep them apart. One of the male students who intervened with her telling is errant fear to release it, educator while another student tried to pull him away. So there you have it. That are the full report. We shall put updates. Yeah. So what the hell? Let me just wait. Today June 8th. Yeah. Let me see another one now. Oh, like one last school in Canada. You're supposed to hear about the one that happened down at West. From tech students tab after school. Right. Wait. No man. You know, say since the pandemic over and the kids them a go back to school, be a nonsense in the classroom and at school. From the pandemic over. So today, this at 4:38 p.m. today. Um, oh, I never told you about it. Yeah, I just a scroll through and I see it, but I never did I go talk about this. But anyways, I can't even read the article see on there. This crazy man. Don't forget to please watch the 4K playlist of Brand Nation reaches board. Thank you. Thank you, Melanin Cinema. I'm just as recommend. Sorry about that. So Westmoreland, I heard that a man ran out of a car and stabbed the youth in his head. What? Yo, this crazy. Can I call this crazy, man? So a male student of Rome Technical High School in Westmoreland had to seek medical attention after he was stabbed at toll gate meters away from the school on Tuesday afternoon. Crazy. According to eyewitness, a white Toyota Axiom motor car drove up on the Full Main Road and two men got out. One of the men hurled stones at a group of students. At some point during the fracas, the ninth grader was stabbed in the head. He was taken to Savannah Public General Hospital where he was treated and released. The incident happened shortly after 4 p.m. The Will Justice Connect, I'm not like crazy. Going to make my dumb pay now. Alright, do that. Make some for the folks them will have you. Anyways, an individual who was on the scene stated that she was left shaken by the incident. His clothes were soaked in blood and it was a student who used his school shirt to wrap the wound, she said. Big up to the student, the wrapping head with him shirt. You never have to do it, but big up to the student there. An observer online source theorized that the attack on the boy is related to an incident that occurred at the school earlier in the day. It is said that a female ninth grade student had an altercation with a male student said to be her boyfriend, and he slapped her in the face. May I read this over. An observer online source theorized that the attack on the boy is related to an incident that occurred at the school earlier in the day. It is said that a female ninth grade student had altercation with a male student said to be her boyfriend, and he slapped her in the face. So this is a love triangle problem. The young man who got stabbed is just bad luck on his part. Wait, so him, so let me just read a while ago. So you get stabbed, him innocent. Hmm. So I never him forget the stab of somebody else. But anyways, the young man who got stabbed is just bad luck on his part. Him just get the stab for a friend who is involved with the girl, the sources explain. Oh, so a film friend slap the girl in the face, so him get stabbed for him because they can't catch him in front of him and catch crazy. So now I know the kids them have to be careful because and the teacher them have to be careful too. There are some good kids that go mix up with the bad kids them and then get themselves hurt crazy. But crazy fam. No lie. So this is our next report. This a JT President Winston Smith, which is Jamaica Teachers Association, is encouraging educators to stand up and fight back against attacks from any student. Wait, so Jamaica Teachers Association JTA President Winston Smith is encouraging educators to stand up and fight back against attacks from any student. Nonsense, you tell the teacher them. Can't tell the teacher them that. That that kind of not really makes sense. To the teacher them to fight back. But if the teacher them fight back and then pity them kill them. In a certain circumstances you have to defend yourself, but not in every circumstances. You can't tell the teacher them to do that. Who them a fight back? A whole heap of time, you know. I see teacher get stabbed up and anything because them a fight back. And then you know someone picking them and then knife man them and then scissors and anything. So you have to be careful. You can't tell the teacher them that. In a certain circumstances where you see where you can walk away and get to the dean or discipline or the school secretary or the principal or whosoever. If you see in that way where you can leave and get them, well you do so. If you can't, well you have to defend yourself. So you see. So you can't tell the teacher them that. So Simi said teachers should not roll over and play dead and let students think they are pushovers. Well, I can't make it put them think they are pushover. Yeah, that part. It doesn't faze me if people want to chastise me for it. But I do not want any teacher to just sit down and allow themselves to become a victim. A fury, Smith declared. So, because you're trying to be professional, you end up being professionally dead. Smith was speaking with Jamaica Observer on Tuesday against the background of a fight between a teacher and a suspended 16-year-old student at Tivoli Garden, a school in Kingston on Monday. The altercation left the teacher with bruises and swelling to her face, upper body, and breast. The student has since been charged with assault occasioning bodily harm. A video of the altercation has gone viral on social media. Tivoli Gardens High School principal Marvin Johnson reportedly took ill and had to be hospitalized upon hearing of the confrontation. When contacted by the observer, he sounded very weak and said he was unable to talk. Smith said he was peeved at comments on social media by people badmouthing the teacher in the video and belittling her. Belittling her. Some of them saying the teacher should have restrained herself, should have been the professional. The teacher is the aggressor. No, I have to watch the video, and that's not my perception on what is happening, Smith asserted. And people must remember, you know, that every human being has a right to defend themselves, which is true. Whenever you are a teacher, pastor, police, soldier, lawyer, doctor, or Indian chef, every Jamaican citizen has a right to defend themselves. That's true. Don't forget to please watch the 4K playlist Sarah mentioned, which is going. Thank you. Like, share, and comment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for more. You know, we got more in store. And people just, Smith encouraged teachers to disregard the responses on social media. It will only further erode the little commitment our members have to the educational pursuit of our students, he added. So Smith said teachers are dying because of the high level of stress on the job, and now their safety and security are being brought into questioning. This altercation has now created some anxiety among our members because the fear of entering the classroom has now been heightened. We have seen where children from even primary schools are attacking teachers. It now seems as if everybody believes it's okay that you can attack a teacher for the simplest thing. Therefore, we are calling on the government of Jamaica to institute the powers or the contents or the laws of the Child Care and Protection Act to hold parents accountable when children run afoul of the law or behave in such a despicable manner, he said. Also, may I tell you, say, you can grow the kids them good. I bring them out of a good home. I brought them up in a good home. And they go mix with the bad kids them from certain era. And them bad kids them are go mingle with them and them are go lick head with them and them are go become like bad. Like you never they grow them good. Like them not come from good home. Only if time I see like some good grown kids, like them come from good home, them mother, them father, show them the right thing, like and brought them up good and them go lick them head with the bad kids them and you know, getting a problem. And them family and them parents really shocked. You know, say I feel them pitney where them are grow so good we do them thing there. But sometimes I can't blame the parents them because them grow them kids good and them go lick head with the bad kids them. So Smith said in his 30 years as an educator, he has never felt so dejected. When I look at all that is happening and now, sitting as the president of the JTA, all the happenings in education are coming before me. And when you look at it, you realize it is not confined to any particular geographic era, but the rampant disregard for law and order in schools seems to be widespread across the country. That's true, he added. He said the Ministry of Education alone cannot fix the problem of teachers being disrespected, but we still are saying to the ministry, we need to hear a more forceful cry out against these kinds of behavior towards our teachers. So that are the next one. The teacher them have a right to, defend themselves. So basically when Mr. Smith has say, I tell the teacher them to fight back if them and a child or whatsoever getting altercation to them to defend themselves. Well you have all right to defend yourself. If it's where, as we said before, if it's where you can walk away with security, deal and discipline, and the principal or the police will come deal with the kid, you do so. If you say where you can't, you have to defend yourself. So we see it. So today, yeah. So a vehicle carrying tens of millions of dollars was robbed by gunmen in eastern Kingston today. You know if you hear about that kind of about yesterday, before me even go down into this, yesterday them rob a Western Union in Rockabessa in St. Mary. Yesterday. You know how much money them gone because we never go down into the details with it. So yesterday them rob a Western Union and Rockabessa and price the grill what yeah, I'm going there and take the VAT with the money and gone. So and then today this happened now where they rob a truck. It seems like it's a Brinks or something like that. Carrying tens of millions of dollars. So right now, I'm gonna read a little article, and as soon as I finish read the article, I'm gonna end the live because we know I think I have work tomorrow and thing. I'm never did apply to stay so long, anyways. So a security vehicle carrying tens of millions of dollars was robbed by gunmen in eastern Kingston. Jamaica Observer Online understands that armed robbers made off with more than 20 million after ambushing the Beryllium security company vehicle after it reported developed mechanical problems along Jackson Road in Wellington Town. Information reaching our news team is that while repair works were being done on the defective vehicle, armed robbers alighted from a motor car that drove up, held up the four security guards, and stole the cash before making their escape. Beryllium, 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 Beryllium released a statement confirming that there was an incident involving one of its vehicles. We are aware of any incident. We are aware of an incident involving a beryllium limited vehicle that took place on June 8, 2022. The incident is now the subject of police investigation. We will provide an update once we are authorized to do so, the company said. The Kingston East Police are investigating the incident. So there you have it today. Them rob a beryllium brings of tens of millions of dollars. That's what the report said. Sometimes the news put out some report when not even going near so but that's what them say. We never did it. That's the report when them get. So any update, update you guys on that. So make sure you guys watch my 4K watch 4K playlist, watch it for me. I'm 1400 away from getting the 4,000 watch hours again, so we can apply it for monetization. So thanks everybody for tuning in for the live. Respect and I don't know anything though. Big up on yourself, same speed. Kanaika big up yourself, Melanin Cinnamon big up yourself. You know me they are watching and whosoever they are watching me, big up on yourself. And thanks for joining.